Hey everyone, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez, coming at you today with a Veve OMI update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say, where's Dashi? Again, Dashi is protecting the house. So we do have a couple of things to go over today. We are going to compare OMI and Earth 2's Essence token. I have gotten this request quite a lot over the last several months, but I wasn't really able to make a good updated video up until they released their white paper, which Earth 2 just did. So I'll go over a little bit of that. I'm going to have a lot of money soon, and I honestly don't know which way I'm going to go yet. Maybe by the end of this video, we'll see. We'll play those dominoes out. So Earth 2 currently, they will have 1 billion tokens in their supply. That's as much as can ever be mined. The way to go and mine those tokens is by going and buying land over in the Earth 2 game, link down below, and also link down below to my Megacity. You'll be able to go and do that, and then your land develops a bunch of things. You get some jewels, I'll go over that in a second, and then you get ether. But ether can only be detected if you have this detection tool called mentors. And what you do is you pay a couple dollars, you go and get the mentors, you put them on your property, it detects the ether, and you can turn that into essence. So let's say you have a bunch of land, you get 100 ether per day, 6.5% conversion rate, so you get 6.5 essence per day. You can actually get a little bit more ether if you have those jewels that are generated every day. You claim them, you slot them into your mentor, and the jewels you get for free as long as you have the land. You get that every day. You slot them into your mentor, you're able to detect more ether, and you could do that every 24 hours. And if you don't, your people can raid you, and people can go and take your ether. They do that to me all the time. So one of the ways to go is being able to pay for those side droids. The side droids are able to go and raid other people's property. So there's a bunch of people that put in like not a lot of money, but they just go and all they do is raid. And some people have 20,000, 30,000 or more essence token, which, you know, if you watch any of my price prediction videos, that is likely going to be several dollars, if not tens of dollars over the next year and a half. So what's the better investment? You know, everyone here knows I love OMI and I'm all in on OMI. I will be getting a bunch of these essence tokens depending on what they come out at. I already have 40,000 just from playing the game over the last few years, just having that land, converting all that ether into essence. And out of that billion supply that they have, there's only 300 million that are minted right now. That's been mined. 220-ish are in the player's hands. The other 80-ish are in the developers' hands in that business development wallet. And the more that people play and mine, the more that goes into their wallet. We don't get all of the essence. Some of that essence, I think 25% of it, does go to the business development wallet. So that's their way of, that's going to be their way of getting more exchanges, licenses, IP, etc. Right now, the one thing that they don't really have is any major IP. They're trying to build out the brand themselves, and they're doing a pretty good job, but there's no major recognizable IP like Veve has Disney, Marvel, Star Wars, all that. So they have 165,000 monthly active users on Earth 2. That is a lot, many of which do have the Essence token, and this is without a crypto right now. So a lot of people are on Veve because they found Veve through the OMI token. Like myself, I'm like a perfect example of that. And Earth 2 has not had that yet, but they will. They will start off over on Uniswap and then eventually get on other exchanges. But the reason why they're not going onto other exchanges right now is for a lot of the reasons why Veve does not have a Comey on a bunch of those exchanges. Just food for thought here. Foster Hill posted the other day that Binance had a 4.3 billion fine for anti-money laundering and is facing a suit for violating US security laws. It's a wonder why a Comey is not on there, or why Earth 2 is not going to be on there, at least in the short term. Coinbase, currently under a lawsuit from the SEC for allegations of operating an unregistered exchange. I think those allegations are absolute BS, and Coinbase should win that. But again, you will have to wait likely several months for that to go and blow over. And are we going to, is both Earth 2's Essence and Veve's Akomi token going to get on there at this point? Probably not for a while. Again, it's all fun and games until the SEC comes knocking on your door. Kraken had just settled for $30 million with the SEC in 2023 for offering unregistered securities. We still might get that at some point for both Earth 2 and Veve, just because it's been a while since that's happened, so a lot of that has cooled off. Now we do see KuCoin being indicted for several criminal charges. Most likely we're not getting that. Again, if you want to have long-term value, you have to play that game. You have to go and say, guess what? This is going to raise some eyebrows. We don't want to get in trouble with the SEC and do all that. He also goes on post, it's hard to see innovation happening for crypto in the US with the lack of regulatory clarity that exists. I agree 100%. I think if Trump wants to win this election, all he has to do is say, I'm pro-crypto, and boom, it's over. But again, just my opinion. He goes on to say, this is yet another reminder that regardless of how big or reputable an exchange appears to be, the best practice is to always self-custody your crypto. And we'll go over a bunch of other Foster's stuff in a little bit. I just want to get through the Earth 2 stuff. So as I said, 300 million tokens. Out of those 300 million tokens, 220 of which are in our hands. But what happens, how quickly are we going to get to 1 billion tokens? Well, not that quickly. Because again, 1 billion's the total supply. Once we're able to mine 500 million, so that's half a billion, half the supply, we're going to have our own Essence halving event. That halving event is going to, instead of having 100 ether per day, whatever you're mining each day that you're able to go on your land will get cut in half. When does that happen? It could be later this year, it could be next year, but at some point that halving will occur, and it will occur again at 750 million, and then occur again at 875, et cetera, et cetera. So yeah, this is going to get super scarce at some point. So if we go in and we safely assume that Earth 2's Essence token will get about what Decentraland's Mana and Sandbox's Sand got to combined last time. Because again, Decentraland's Decentraland and Sandbox have not a ton of users. I think they have like 1,700 users, active users per month. And we have almost 100x that on Earth 2, and the crypto's not even active yet. That's going to be a big one. I think it's super conservative to say that Earth 2 is going to match both of them. They had a $10 billion and $9 billion market cap at the top of the last bull market. And again, I think Earth 2 minimum gets those combined, if not double or quadruple, etc. It will most likely be a multiple of that. But again, super conservative, let's say 19 billion. If we had all 1 billion tokens out, and a bunch of them are already burned, that's $19. So if people are going to go and try to sell their Essence at 10 cents, 50 cents, I'll be buying a ton. Again, I already have about 40,000. I will be buying tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands more of that Essence token, depending on what it comes out at. Again, if it comes out at, 10 cents, oh my God, that's just absolutely bananas. It would only cost you $4,000 to get what I have at 40,000. So I would likely be getting that. 10,000 would get you 100,000 of these, which I might do. And if you want to go pretty crazy and do 50,000, you're going to get 500,000 tokens. And again, that's if there's enough liquidity, that's if there's enough sellers. I don't really believe that's going to happen. But again, we're talking Essence versus OMI. OMI right now, they are just got listed, or they're going to be listed over on MEXC tomorrow, like 24 hours as soon as this video, as of the making of this video. It's already up like 12%. If you have OMI go and get up to between 0.002 and 0.003 before Essence launches in May, it's a decent chance that I might not put any more into OMI. I might actually even sell some at that point, because again, if I'm buying down here at 0008 and we go to 0032 and it's already done a 4x, and by that time, let's say at 003, I expect it to do a 30x, that's still great. But then if Essence is at 10 cents and I think that's ready to do 100x, well, what's bigger, 100x or a 30x, But again, that's if it comes out at 10 cents. It could very well already be at the first day of trading $1 or more. If that's the case, and I expect it to go to minimum $19, well, that 19x is great. But if OMI's still down here at that point, I might actually sell some of my own Essence at maybe I shouldn't at $1. Maybe I should wait till like 3 or 5. But at that point, it would make sense to sell some of that Essence for more OMI tokens, depending on how much I have. But again, this is not financial advice. This is just what I'm doing. Moving on. You can actually get free OMI and free USDC airdrops over on MEXC. So MEXC goes and says they're thrilled to launch another session of Kickstarter, a pre-listing on MEXC initiated by project teams where users can commit MX to support their favorite projects. It's designed to identify high-quality projects while offering free airdrops to MEXCers. Basically, if you have the MX token, you can commit those tokens to participate in the event and win free airdrops. The maximum quantity of tokens you can commit depends on the MX balance in your spot wallet at the snapshot time. MEXC will take the snapshots of users' MX holdings at random times during the snapshot period. Unfortunately, if you didn't have MEXC or MX tokens before today, you likely will not qualify just because you need to hold a minimum of 1,000 MX tokens for 30 consecutive days before April 2nd, which was yesterday. So I wish they kind of would have told us about this, but it wouldn't have even mattered. Even after like a couple days ago, Okomi had sent those tokens. So even if they had told us about it before then, it wouldn't have mattered. You would have needed to hold it beforehand. But in my professional opinion here, I have worked with MEXC before for other projects on other listings, and this is what they do. Again, we have a really robust community. I wish that we would have been able to go on and participated in this. And some of them, you guys that already have it, you might be able to do so. But I understand MEXC when doing this, where they're the exchange, they do have all the power. If you are, 4chan, other places, other companies that are on XC or trying to get on XC, you don't really have a say in the matter. I do think a lot of it does have to do with them kind of having a use case for their MX token on the platform, making them artificially, just more valuable. But again, that's just my opinion. But some people that have never heard of OMI before, that people that already have MX tokens on there, they're like, oh, okay, I'll try it. I'll go and vote for whatever. And if they go and they do it, because OMI is a really, really big deal, it's possible that they go in and they get it themselves. So that's how you can go on and just get new users to the token without really doing any crazy, crazy marketing like that. Veve Viral goes on to post, we're officially in Q2 of 2024, aka the quarter which will determine whether I name my new puppy OMI. All I ask is that Okomi delivers OMI to NFT this quarter, and he or she shall be named OMI. He's optimistic that they've gotten better at delivering new exchanges. So I think this is what Foster meant the other day when he posted that 2 is greater than 1. Kind of like that old saying that the 2 heads are better than 1. There's some theories that Foster was talking about the girl with 2 heads that married that army veteran. Such an army thing to do. I don't know why people thought that. I thought that was hysterical that they did that though. Anyway, Okomi goes over and posts, the best way to celebrate an OMI listing with rewards, wouldn't you say? MEXC officials hosting that Kickstarter with 60,000 worth of OMI and USDC up for grabs. Doge Army General comments on Foster's post. Foster just goes and posts a gif of, I think that's DJ Khaled, saying another one, as in another piece of this OMI puzzle, another new exchange. And when Foster was talking about that 2 is better than 1, again, 2 exchanges over the last month is very, very bullish in my opinion. Anyway, Doge Army General goes and says, Foster, is the plan for OMI to essentially get on all legit exchanges over time? Thank you in advance. And Foster goes and responds very professionally saying, accessibility is one of our major priorities for the year. So that's kind of him saying yes without having to actually say yes, just reading in between the lines. Foster also going out and saying, make sure to check out the OMI promotion hosted by MEXC official. Over $60,000 in OMI and USDC is up for grabs. So he's being really, really pushy about this, which I really like. And again, we're going to have something with Veve Viral where we're going to go in and spam a lot of big influencers posts, a lot of big exchanges posts. It's just going to be really good. Contact Veve Viral for that if y'all know it. Hey, what up?
Hey, what's up?
But anyway, guys, that's it for me. Comment down below which one you are going to get, whether it's Earth 2's Essence token or the OMI token. I love you all. Bye, guys. Meow, 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 meow.